I'll be reacting to Seirei Gensouki Spirit Chronicles episode 6. I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's episode, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go. Oh yeah. Always love the happy vibes in the series. Okay, I feel like it skipped a lot because it makes me feel like it should have been an episode in the middle to see Rio and Latifah actually spend time with all the residents. I'm just saying. Like, am I like the only one that feels like it skipped a full entire episode of content? I'm just saying. But alright, I guess. Even though it kind of pisses me off because it's like, didn't this... Okay, there are a few things that kind of piss me off a little bit when them skipping a year, because didn't this episode establish that, well, the previous episode established that Rio knows that Latifah's also from the pre-Isekai world? So it kind of annoys me how this series just skips a year and it doesn't seem like it's going to even acknowledge that important type of stuff as to like whether Rio's going to ask Latifah about her life before she got Isekai or not, you know? And the thing is, I've seen this other type of things happen in other Isekai anime too. This series ain't the only one guilty of this. I remember the 8th Son, Are You Kidding Me, doing the same bullshit. I remember By the Graces of Gods also doing the same bullshit. And when it comes out, yes, I'll react to its second season because I'm a masochist. And I don't drop anime when I should. But those other series did similar things to this series I'm doing. And usually that's not a good sign when it starts skipping years of progress, or even a year of progression. So already that's a bad sign. I'm not saying the episode is bad per se. Like, this episode can instantly redeem itself, but that's not a good sign though, at all. Because again, y'all know, if any of y'all have seen my videos, I've seen a fuckload of Isekai anime, and when Isekai anime do that, it's never a good sign. And speaking of which, this is why I felt it skipped an episode full of worth of material, because it's like, since I understand Latifah being informal when it comes to Rio, hugging him and being near him and all, but since one of the other two become so openly affectionate with Rio, I'm just saying, I feel like, again, they should have had at least a full episode to show that off. And again, since when they get so close to the point where Latifah's calling Sada and Orphea sisters, I'm just saying, kind of peeves me that we pretty much, like what? Previous episode introduced so many characters with cool character designs, made them seem like they were going to be important. And then at the end of the day, it just sweeps them under the rug. Damn it, only would have been able to see all that instead of it being skipped. You know, him saying that, I actually like that, because not only is it a humbling scene for Rio, it makes sense that he wouldn't be the most sociable individual, considering that when he was in school, the only one that really taught him properly was his sensei/teacher, and that's it. So it's actually reasonable that Rio, even after a year, wouldn't be the most openly interactive person. Oh, hello, Sleep Path. No, but regardless, Sleep Path, their bond, like Orphea and Sara's bond with Rio, annoys me that it got that close and they skipped a full year of development. Sleep Path. They really should have given us an episode from a transitionary standpoint. Not just, oh yeah, Sarah and Rafina and the others are getting used to Rio, and they have their guard up to an extent. The next episode, they're completely fine, treating him like a brother-like figure. That's what really annoys me. This series has fallen into the same trappings that I've seen almost every isekai fall into. And I mean that because Eighth Son, are you kidding me, did the same thing. By the graces of God, did the same things, and those two were pieces of shit. And they started out decent, just like this series started out decent. And then once they started rushing shit is when they became trash. I'm not saying the series is going to become trash. It could still be good. But I'm just saying it's not a good sign. As someone who's seen, I don't even know how many isekai anime I've seen. I just know I've seen a fuckload of isekai anime at this point. Like, so many. I've lost how many isekai anime I've seen, man. Oh, and Digimon! Can't forget about the biggest one, Digimon, the biggest offender of rushing things. That series also has problems, too, with its pacing. 2020, not the original. Original is good. It's all about the 2020 reboot, y'all. Oh, shit. Looks like things are about to go down. Fuck yeah. Maybe he's just trying to figure out what to say. That's going to be my guess. Oh, you know where he's going with this? I think he might bring it up to the fact that he's going to have to separate from Latifah eventually. I think that's what Rio's trying to prepare Latifah for. Yeah. And it was previously established, too, in that previous episode. She does. And, he has a point. The thing is, it probably hurt him if something bad happened to Latifah, though. You know what? I'm not going to blame Rio for being blunt like that. Because it's like, it's a lose situation. He stays there, but then he's not going to achieve his goals. But if he goes, he'd be putting Latifah in danger if he brings Latifah. But at the same time, if he leaves without Latifah, it causes emotional. No matter what, our boy's going to be in a losing situation. But that's life, though. Sometimes you are put in scenarios where you just can't win. Or you've got to pick the most savory, shitty option available towards you. Hey, if they make the action sequences look good at the very least, it could actually do a great job of redeeming the episode, though. Oh, snap. And a griffin. The thing is, they might be better off initiating the combat, though. Because if they give the enemy enough time to gain his bearings and attack, I do like how it continues on that plot point where he took that egg in the previous episode and it's going to full effect. Honestly, they should have been attacking the moment so the man took out his blade. I'm just saying. Like, they shouldn't have to given him time to actually get on the griffin. It's kind of their fault. I'm like, yo. Yo. All right, now shit's looking like it's gonna get lit. The egg. Mm-hmm. Hey, I wouldn't mind Orphan Alpha actually getting some feats, considering that this series is mostly established Rio as a beast. I wouldn't mind seeing some of the side characters actually put in some work. Oh! Damn! Talk about being played! I gotta make it like the sparkly effects. It looks good. Oh shit, the thing is Latifah's gonna be by herself though. When we're worrying about it, she might be utilized as a hostage. Yeah, I actually like the. Oh, I feel bad for that egg. Oh no, no, no. I feel bad for that wave run. No. I hope it's alive. Oh, it's the mama. Holy shit. And it's probably gonna blame Latifah. That's gonna want vengeance, and it's gonna blame the villagers. Considering that they're gonna be the people in its immediate vicinity. Well, Bowie better be hauling ass because last I checked, yeah. Damn! Okay, that wife already playing around. Oh yeah, she dead. Or not. Yeah, girl. Oh, I gotta like that sly little look on Latifah's face there. And I'm not gonna blame her for not saying anything. I hope here Latifah comes under the realization that she's just not gonna be strong enough to accompany Rhea, at least that the state that she's currently in. And seeing the other two girls fight. Do they really have an option of running away though? Yeah, exactly. Can we just bitch the fuck out the creatures? Yeah, like look at you. Oh, okay. I thought for a second she was gonna get bitch slapped by the tail. I do love that character development from Latifah though, where she gained the bravery to actually utilize herself as bait for the needs of others. That's some nice character progression there. I'll give the ups credit for that. Oh, I'm assuming that's going to be our boy, or could it just be? Damn, that was quick! Yo, you didn't even take a while. Like, literally, wasn't he like on the other side of the village? No, seriously, how did he get there so fast? I'm guessing he just trained his body up. That has to be it. But how many miles did he cover, though, in that small amount of time? Oh! Oh, boy. Putting in the work. If which one does it look like? A fodder to a creature. Yeah, that it never stood a chance. It fucked up the moments it encountered our boy. I wonder what they're gonna do with the baby black wave run though. It wasn't her, it was real. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is Sleep Path. It was actually pretty badass. So that means he pretty much got the leader solo then. Oh, I think that's a trick that also wouldn't just apply to those Black Wave run, but also towards Morphs people in general too. Aww. Hey, you don't like that. You're seeing her become much more mature. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Sleep Path. He hasn't even fully utilized yet. Can't wait to see how much he's going to be, and I mean that in a good way. Because Rio's the good kind of broken. No, Latifa's. He would never leave because of that. Latifa probably puts extra joy in his life. No, he's leaving because there's something he has to do, and plus, he doesn't want Latifa to be in danger because he values her that much. That's a good point. Sleep Path. I mentioned in the previous episode too. Aww. And hopefully she'll work hard enough to become someone that can stand alongside Rio someday. Hopefully we get to see that Sleep Path when it comes to the anime adaptation. That's a good point. Usually Rio doesn't share much info about himself. So I like that too. At least he's opening himself up a bit more with other people. Finally! And you know what? Our boy should be sharing some details about himself too. Uh-huh. I agree, Sleep Path. Yes! Now this is the type of plot progression I love to see. And I wouldn't blame him. But thankfully, though, that isn't the case. Well, yeah, but at least he's slowly having less regrets. Because at least now that's one thing checked off, at least among the things in his mind. Let's hope he can keep his end of the bargain and also come back there eventually, alive. I'm sure he will, though. He'll come back and even bigger badass than before. I haven't seen The Witcher yet, Sleep Path, but I might see it eventually, though. Yo, is he gonna look like? Is he gonna make the full transformation into Carlito Sleep Path? Oh shit! That outfit, that SAO like outfit he's about to put on. Whoa. Yo, it even looks like Carito's blade. Oh shit! All right, I hope we get to see it next week. I need this. I want to see it in. I know we've seen it in the opening, but I want to see it in episode. Damn it. Yeah, that's a good point, Sleep House. Sometimes I know there's an anime don't hook up main characters with jack shit. It's nice to finally get to see elders actually do something substantial. Yo, that's a pretty damn nifty ability to be acting like a storage like that. Holy. Ah, that's so cute the way she says Oni-chan. Yes, no, he looks like Kirito. Oh, yeah. Aww. This is nice, and even though I would have loved to have seen an episode in between, considering that this episode did establish, and the previous episode established a good bond between him and Latifah, it did have some emotional weight. Regardless. Yeah, that's a good point, Sleep Out. Thankfully, this anime actually explains it. That's something I'll also give credit to By the Grace of the Gods. Even though By the Graces of the Gods was a piece of shit anime, which I'll rack to season 2 of that series for some reason because I'm a masochist. And I don't know when to drop animes because I'm addicted to bad anime. That anime, I'll give it also that anime credit too. That one also did a good job in explaining how main characters store items too. And that's what I like. Whenever an isekai anime actually bothers explaining how tools are stored, I'll give him credit for that. It at least shows that the writing staff cares about certain minute details that do matter. And we gotta give credit where credit's due when that happens. Really? Huh. For me, I'm gonna rate this episode. If I rate on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10 for above average. Only because today had a lot of epic episodes. Like the Battle Game had a really damn good episode. I gave that a 9 out of 10. And Unamichi had an okay episode like this one, which was like also 6 out of 10 for me, Unamichi. Well, yesterday had the amazing Love Live episode, which everyone talked about that one. That was freaking awesome, Love Live on Sunday. Oh, yes, after credits. Yes, the best sensei's back. Aw, that's actually pretty sweet, seeing how much she misses her boy. Well, thankfully, though, her boy's prospering into a badass. Well, Real is always badass, but he's an even bigger badass. A land of promises. Whatever. Oh, that's cute. Now, let me give my reason as to why I think this episode, if I were on a scale of 1 to 10, is 6 out of 10 worthy. For one, let's just start out with the bad, just to rip the Band-Aid off. Yeah, it was a bit rushed because I would have loved to have seen explanations as to like how did our boy cover so much distance in a small amount of time. I would have loved to have seen the whole 1 year time skipped delved into a bit more. So yeah, well, the execution in this episode was a little bit lacking. Oh yeah, the sensei definitely should propose to. Yeah, he definitely should propose to the sensei. But I think with Ryu, I think he wants to figure himself out more before he gets committed into a relationship. That's my gut feeling. I don't blame him. I don't blame him if he wants to find out more about himself first, you know? But, yeah. That's what I didn't like about this episode. But there was quite a bit I liked about this episode, though. I do love how our boy's reputation is going up and taking on that Black Wave run. And that was nice, actually getting to see more feats added to his epic feat vault. And not just that, but it was nice to see some of the other girls in action too. And it did a good job of Nerdy explaining why he can't just bring Latifah, because seeing how Latifah couldn't really do anything from a combat standpoint against the Black Wave Room, it was then the reason that why he wouldn't want to bring her, because even though, yes, he sees her as a little sister, doesn't want that little sister to be in danger. So I even love how it justifies that too as to why he can't just bring Latifah straight up. So overall, this episode had some nice base explanations for some of the stuff that I've had questions on. You know how I went as far as mentioning how things are going to be stored too when it comes to the equipment that our boy is going to be dealing with. So there were positives. It wasn't just all negatives. And saying that's how I felt about the script. It was uneven in a few places, but it had more benefits than negatives. Because even the goodbye that he gave Latifah, I thought that was a bit emotional, especially when she was crying. I thought that was a nice, sweet moment. And finally, we get some progression in the fact that, yeah, our girl Latifah says straight up that she came from Japan and all that. And that was also nice. I was like, finally. So they finally made progression into that. So at the very least, it confirms to Rio that, yeah, there are people that also got isekai into that world, not just him. That's why I thought the writing in the episode was pretty good in some places. Now, and saying that from a visual standpoint, it was uneven because there were moments where you saw some flight animation that looked good. And there were other moments where it looked pretty awkward. Most of the time it looked average, but you can definitely tell that the visual efforts in some of the previous episodes were stronger. So from a visual standpoint, yeah, it wasn't the best effort from the animators, but at least it wasn't too disgraceful either. Because I've seen worse animated isekai like By the Grace of the Gods. That one was an example of what not to do with an isekai anime. So at least it didn't go into that bad quality. But yeah, visually it could have been better. Voice performances were great, and I did like the music. So that's why if I had to rate the episode overall, I'm still going to rate it a 6 out of 10 despite its flaws, because the positives it had definitely far outweighed the negatives, if you ask me on my personal opinion on that. But anyways, y'all, right before I go, let me just say thank you very much to Sleep Half for commenting on the live chat, and everyone else. Thank you very much for watching my video. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe, and I will see y'all later if you come back for more, because I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to provide for next week's episode. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.